So yeah, welcome back.
It's
SleepyTime podcast.
week 2 in a row.
We are dedicated.
Are you going to be able to edit this
2
before you
weeks.
leave on Saturday?
Sure, why not? I'll do it tomorrow
Okay,
or
cool.
something.
Cool.
I'll do it tonight.
So I guess we'll be a week off, maybe? Or I guess
Yeah,
we can...
I mean, I can edit while we're down there.
Okay, cool.
We should clarify. We're going to be gone for like...
well, he's going to be
I'm
gone
gonna be gone for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks. Also, first ever video podcast.
It's not, though. It's our second ever video. We did one in the studio.
Yeah, but stopped recording halfway through.
Oh, I got to set a timer for 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that is true. 29 minutes.
Set a timer for 25 minutes.
Just in case. Did it work?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, cool. Okay, so today things are a little, not different, but they're more prepared. You know, we
Yeah.
got the nice little studio set up. I got the drinks
Yeah.
that I'm going to finish.
Mm-hmm.
I've got, for
You
those,
drinking 4 of those? Wow.
I'm going to try
Oh, you
to.
are?
I'm going to try to. My goal was to finish 4 today. So these are sponsor, Crook and Marker, organic super grain alcohol margarita. Not a sponsor, but it's
Actually, I'm glad they're not, because apparently
they're not very good. I went
So
to
this
Travis
is the opposite
Scott
of an ad read
burger.
right now. This
Yeah.
is a public defamation.
I was looking for the Travis Scott burgers, but I only got. Wait, what is the thing?
Krabby Patty.
No, the thing. It was like I went to Travis Scott. I went to Astro World, but all I got was this. I went to try and get the Travis Scott burger, but all I got was this stupid margarita
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, it's lime. It tastes like I'm eating a lime fully.
Most people, I think, would agree that that's not exactly what you want to do.
A lot of people do like limes though. My mom, my sister, your girlfriend.
It was a little bit if you ever take a lemon slices and put a little salt on it, a little mint, you know,
and just eat it.
Yeah,
No,
pretty good.
I mean,
the salt
the
cancels
citrus.
out the lemon.
I just don't like. I also don't like salt. That's like the opposite of what I would.
I know,
enjoy.
but you put them together, it's like.
I would if I took a shot before.
It's like a Long
I would do
Island.
that.
All the things individually are fucking disgusting.
No, I would take a shot beforehand and then do that.
Yeah,
That would be good.
But then it's not the whole point of the citrus after the shot is because it's so overpowering. You just forget about the alcohol. It's like
That's
not
the point.
overpowering
Yeah.
when
You can put a little bit of salt in there.
Yeah.
And I guess you could put mint on there. That sounds pretty good. But
Yeah.
with the tequila shot beforehand, because you enjoy the tequila. I was gonna say something
No,
too.
you enjoy the tequila.
That is true. Did you try the orange slice with cinnamon on it? With
No.
my aunt? You take a shot of tequila and then you chase it.
Oh wait, maybe.
Yeah,
Was that
it's
at the
just
memorial thing?
just an orange
Perhaps.
slice with cinnamon
Yeah,
on
cinnamon.
top. Oh, it's
Use that
delicious.
instead of a lime.
Yeah, it's like amazing. I don't know what
Mhm.
it has to be like kind of good tequila though, or else it just tastes like
Yeah.
grain
I saw that
alcohol.
on TikTok, and I was like, "That's interesting." I was
Really?
Like, I don't know if I've. Maybe I haven't.
Was
but
that on TikTok? Damn.
It was like just some
Thought
chick
that was
and her
a
dad
family
taking
secret.
shots. It was like Mexican family, and she was like, "This is better than the lime," and the dad's like, "No."
It is better than the
It
lime,
is,
in my
apparently.
opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this week we have topics
Yeah.
because last week we did not,
But
and
it
we
still
went
went
off the rails
all
a
right.
little bit.
Yeah.
No, it was good. It was just a good episode. It's
Yeah.
just hard, getting back into the swing of recording. It's tough, especially because we don't have anything interesting to talk about because we don't ever do anything anymore because it's a global pandemic.
It's been like that for everybody, I think, ever.
Yeah, but we haven't had to record it for the past.
That's true. We recorded it right when we moved in or started
And
recording.
we were doing stuff over the summer. 'Cause it was
ASMR. Prepare.
You're gonna spill all over your keyboard.
This thing is old. This is 2015. I was gonna buy a new one, but then I signed an apartment instead. So
Yeah. Well,
I could. The scary thing is with that apartment, I could only buy 3 of these.
What do you mean?
Like 3 new Macs. With that, that's how expensive Macs are, or that's how expensive my apartment
I was
is.
about to say I don't
Glass
know.
half full.
Right.
Whatever you want to look at. Oh,
Okay, Gabe.
that's-
I want to hear what your first topic is.
Stop pounding the table, bro.
No, I edit it. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Anyway,
So okay, you ready?
I am ready.
What do you think about the Dark Ages?
Oh my god, it's always something Dark Ages with you.
Not Dark Ages, just medieval.
I
love
don't know
the
anything
old
about the
times.
Dark Ages. That's why they're called Dark Ages.
Yeah, what do you think about them?
I think I wish they were later, so I would know what happened.
Later. Okay, so you know why they're called the Dark Ages? Why do you think
Because
they're
there
called
was
the
no
Dark Ages?
information that we have, or not a
Damn
lot
it!
of.
So you don't even know already that it's not because it was like a depression
Yeah.
in society. It was just
Yeah, it's
because
just we don't know anything about it because there wasn't any like recovered artifacts / writings.
Damn it! Okay, one of my questions,
next topic.
one of my sub questions was: do you think life was actually dark? That was something I wrote here, and then I said,
fool do you think before?
trick question. It wasn't. That's all. Okay, well,
off to a hot start here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's one of my. I think it was.
Should I go next, or do you want to?
No, I think you should go next. I think that was a good topic, though. So, okay, basically, for the people that don't know the Dark Ages, we just don't know a lot about it, and that's why it's dark for scholars. And a lot of scholars do not like to think
about how dark it was.
No, they don't like to call it the Dark Ages because it's a stigma, and like Monty Python Quest for the Holy Grail, all that stuff, like how the plague was going on, and like they made it so everybody plague. They made it so everybody seemed like a little dark, like a little like it was just people were like shitting themselves, like laying in the mud, stuff like that. Like it wasn't like that. It was just like humans. It's just we didn't really record much, and a lot of stuff did happen then. It's just we don't know about it.
We don't. It's a fact. Okay, my topic is a follow up from last week when I was re-editing a podcast. I was listening to it, and I called Mike and Larry dwarves.
Yeah.
And you said you can't say that, Gabe.
Okay.
Or Justice.
No, you said
you're Gabe, and
you
I'm
said
Justice.
the M word.
No, I said that secondarily, and then I cut it out.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, because you can't say that.
No, but I said dwarves, and you were like, you can't say that. And then I was like, I did some digging, right? Because I was confused. Because I was like, my whole worldview is shifting. Can I not say dwarf? Apparently, that's just what they're called. Like that's the medical
term, dwarves.
Yeah, there's like so many different. There's like, here, wait. I don't have the exact facts. I'm not super science man over here.
All I'm saying is I'm kind of scared to have my face associated with this.
With the word dwarves. What? So you're just not rocking with dwarves?
No, I'm rocking with them heavy, bro. The only thing I'm saying is like, as you can probably see, I'm not a dwarf, and I don't want to talk about somebody
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with not being a dwarf? Or what?
Nothing's wrong with that.
You're a bigot, is what I'm getting at.
No. What I'm trying to say here is that I believe that we were using it in a derogatory manner.
No, I said.
Well, when you said
they're a fucking dwarf.
Yeah. Okay, I guess, but like
I said, if you're a fucking Greek, that'd be accurate.
Yeah. Okay, so if you say,
or if I said you're a brunette.
guess like what is it? Dwarf elf? Isn't that a thing in like Skyrim? Or is it just elves? Or there are dwarves, right?
There were dwarves, but there isn't anymore. They built
they built all the stuff.
And then they were like, I don't know what happened to them. They like fucked off somewhere.
It's just like, I think they died off. Yeah. It's just like Lord of the Rings. I was rewatching Lord of the Rings recently. And
they got a lot of dwarves.
All of that stuff.
Just the one, really, I think.
Yeah, because all of them died.
Yeah, Gimli.
But like I don't remember that. But all of like the entirety of Skyrim is based off of Lord of the Rings, it seems. All of the architecture is completely.
Seems like it.
I was like, wait a second, they're copying Skyrim.
When didn't like The Hobbit come out in like the 80s or something?
You mean Lord of the Rings? Wait, The Hobbit
book?
Which one
came first?
So Lord of the Rings trilogy came out late 90s, early 2000s. And then The Hobbit came out 2015, something like that.
Feel free to correct us, audience, that are newly
No, I mean, I just because The Hobbits 3, the trilogy, The Hobbit came out in like probably like 2012 and then I remember watching
it when it came out.
Yeah. But then the Lord of the Rings trilogy came out in early 2000s, late 90s. So not 80s. Okay.
It's a medical term, Gabe.
That's all I got to say. Dwarves?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's several. There's like a whole variety of different types of dwarfism.
It's dwarfism. Yeah. The only thing I'm saying is I didn't feel comfortable putting two dwarves on the thumbnail. Okay, that's all I'm.
They're people. What, they don't deserve to be on the thumbnail because they're different? They're a little shorter than us?
No, but we were saying one of them's a crackhead and one of them sleeps in our car. We can't do that, you know?
So, plenty of people who are crackhead and sleep in car that aren't dwarves.
Well, yeah, I know, but I don't know any, right now, presently.
To be honest, I don't know any people that are crackheads that sleep in cars that aren't dwarves either.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to get better friends.
I don't know if that's what that means. I don't know.
Okay, next topic. Fire off. What do you got?
Wow, is this like Jeopardy?
It's like a lightning round.
Yeah, okay. Okay. You didn't like my first one. You're not going to like this one.
Is this just like weird academic shit?
So what's your favorite wonder of the world? Ancient wonder, not modern. We can't do modern. The modern ones are kind of boring. I was just thinking
the Chick-fil-A in East Lansing.
No, that's a modern wonder. We're talking about ancient wonders here.
Ancient.
Yeah. And if you want, I can give you a list.
Sure. It's not the one where they cut the balls off and put it at the fucking altar, if that's what your
the Artemis
transition was going to be.
Artemis?
You already told me about this one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the Artemis one is where they had like the statue of Artemis, who is their goddess of fertility, and then the monks apparently maybe would cut their balls off and hang it around Artemis. I think that was the statue, not her.
Is that your favorite one, I'm guessing?
No. That one's kind of lame in my opinion. I mean, also like, what the hell?
I feel like the wonders of the world are so like dated now. I feel like we've found so much crazy shit since everyone was like the 7 wonders of the world.
Well, not everyone. It was this one. Okay, so tourism started in. It was multiple people. Tourism started in ancient Greece, which is like thousands of years ago.
What did they tour?
And he like different areas. And so this guy was like, okay, I'm gonna make a list of wonders of the world. It's basically like TripAdvisor. It was like, okay, we're gonna put up these. I'm writing a script. Or whatever, like a thing of the ancient wonders of the world, so people in Greece, ancient Greece, can go tour them as tourists. Isn't that kind of interesting?
That's like got to be the greatest sales pitch of all time.
Like the most famous, maybe?
Yeah, like the most well-known, that people don't even know it was originally just a sales gimmick.
Yeah, isn't that? I mean, it was, and then like people would go to these places and like for the Temple of Artemis and also like mausoleums and stuff like that, they would get little trinkets, like made like stone carvings of them. Like literal, like just like the Statue of Liberty shit. Center. Yeah. No, seriously. Isn't that crazy? Like thousands of years ago.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, what is your favorite?
So the first, okay, do you want me to read them off to you?
Yeah, sure.
And I think you know most of these.
The pyramids, Taj Mahal.
Nope, that's not one.
Taj Mahal, not one?
That's a modern wonder, I think.
Oh. Well,
I mean, it's more recent. So Great Pyramids of Giza, Hanging Gardens of Babylon, even though it was probably not in Babylon, it was probably in somewhere in Syria.
Yeah.
Statue of Zeus at Olympia.
Mm-hmm.
The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus.
Was the Pantheon or the Parthenon one of them?
No. It's like
the revised TripAdvisor.
I think the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus was better than the Parthenon, but it was destroyed by
it had more
Christians
hanging around.
Yeah, but it was destroyed by Christians because they were like, this is fucked. Like, we can't. This is all paganism. Yeah. The ancient Greeks.
You know that goes.
Actually, fun fact: the majority of these were destroyed by Christians.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a.
Don't say we. I don't think you're.
Formerly we.
Yeah. There's a lot
got a little bit of temper.
Little bit, yeah. Just all of these wonders just demolished. Anyway,
also, what else was there to do back then besides build shit and then tear it back down?
I mean, I would say keep it up. And maybe build more stuff instead of
destruction. But it's like
when
you demolish a building today, it's not like, oh no. It's just kind of like, oh, we're just demolishing that building.
Well, yeah, because buildings are boring now. This shit's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the mausoleum, it's the first ever mausoleum of Halicarnassus, which was built by his wife, but also sister, who they were banging, because she loved him so much.
Wow.
But then it became like this massive art museum that was, again,
I have a topic related to that.
Okay, that was, again, I think created or destroyed by Christians and an earthquake. The Colossus of Rhodes, and then the Lighthouse of Alexandria. Those are. I think the
Lighthouse is probably my favorite.
That one's sick, and they did actually find that in like the whatchamacallit.
What's that one library that was lost?
Oh, the Great Library.
Yeah, of Alexandria. I want to say something.
Library of Alexandria, probably. Yeah, that place was like they had like think tanks there, which was hence the library.
Yeah.
Man, they weren't called think tanks. I forget what they were called, but isn't that really weird?
I would say chambers.
Yeah, mine's definitely the Colossus of Rhodes. 100%. It's this like, do you know what that is?
I think so.
It was like this big bay, and it would like open up, and
is that with the big chains?
No, it was just this massive statue of. I don't know if it was Zeus. I think it was Zeus. I forget. That's pretty embarrassing.
I just like lighthouses.
Yeah, lighthouses are cool. The one in Alexandria was sick. Yeah. But it like was both its feet were at each side of the bay, and it just
I know what you're talking
went
about.
all the way. It's like. If anybody's seen Game of Thrones, like they're in I forget what it's called. Pentos, I think. Free City of Pentos. There's like they're basically copying that in the entrance. But yeah, I'd say Colossus of Rhodes, you'd say Lighthouse of Alexandria.
Yeah.
That was brought down by an earthquake as well.
I mean, when you build a fucking giant thing with 2 small anchor points.
I mean, it was like sturdy.
Like, even if you move like a little bit.
It took a few earthquakes to bring it down.
I know, but I mean, like, I guess, where was this at? Like, what, modern day?
Egypt.
Yeah, I don't know what the fault line situation over there is like. But
I mean, apparently they had this massive, like, bronze sheet, and it magnified lights for like
Egyptians.
30 miles. I mean, no, it was Caesar.
Are you talking about the lighthouse or the?
Or maybe Alexander the Great. The lighthouse.
Yeah.
Maybe it was. I think
I was
it was
talking about the Colossus because it's like, it just seems like structurally, like I'm sure it was great looking.
Yeah.
But if you have two small points and it's like on different sides of like a.
No, it's gonna come down.
It's like
it's gonna come down.
Something bad's gonna happen.
Definitely. And apparently that became a tourist trap too, even after it fell down. People would go and
still
like
down there on the bottom of the.
No, it fell onto land on the side, and then I think it just earthquake. I don't know.
No, I know, but like legit. I mean, there's two sides of a river. He's like, did he fall like that?
Well, no, he fell like probably sideways.
How though?
Because like, okay, so like it's not a river. It's like.
Is it like really small?
So like, you know how a bay are? You know how a bay is, and there's like the land that goes
a small
here.
Channel?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a big river.
No, it was like a small channel. Like here's the ocean, and then here's like the harbor.
Oh, okay, I got
it like fell sideways, maybe. But like the pieces that were outside of it. But then of course people came along after the earthquake and were like, we can use this to build something else. So they like took it to places.
Industrious.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I got a more fun topic than this.
I thought that was pretty fun.
So, it's almost time to re-record the camera already.
It was fascinating to me. Okay, I enjoyed it.
I know, buddy. Here we got.
Let me drown out all of that mean comment with my with sponsored Crook and Marker.
Don't sue us for libel.
If you say you're sponsored and you're not,
which one's libel's written, right? Or is that the one that's spoken? Slander I think is spoken.
Spoken, yeah.
No, don't sue us for slander.
Well, I mean, we're not even talking. Are we just making false accusations or false claims that they're sponsoring us?
The CEO, I think.
That's slander. That's you can't say that. Take that out.
I'll just
leave it.
We'll figure it out. Okay, so this next segment is something I like to call. I saw this somewhere else. I'm not taking credit for this idea. This is called siblings or dating. I thought it was a funny concept.
Okay.
So I saved a few photos and I'll put them up on the screen too.
Okay.
But I just want to get your
opinion.
Thoughts. Yeah,
do you know them yet?
I mean, I saved them from the page. I do. I'm just like.
You just want to see my reaction?
Yeah, I just want to see. Because I mean, I have to go through and find them anyway. So it's like. Okay. So what are your thoughts here?
I feel like that's a trick. Why does he have one AirPod in? What the hell? Maybe he probably has two. I can't see his other ear. His ears are kind of small, hidden. Okay, he looks like a little. He's not really touching. He's not firmly grasping. There's like some awkward hand movement, on the side.
There is.
It's not like a full like, oh yeah, babe. It's like okay, you're my sister. Wait, let me see.
Do you want to take the phone? Yeah.
Is she touching his bare chest? Doesn't look like it. Oof. No, but okay. So her forehead is not touching.
Her forehead's not touching.
Her forehead's not touching his cheek. So I think they're siblings.
Okay. Let me see.
It's the answer here.
You are correct.
Nice. Siblings. Okay, good.
That was a good analysis.
Thank you. Do you like the analysis?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready for the next one.
Funny because I don't really remember these, and I did it like.
That's good.
Okay. Here is number 2.
Oh.
It's a little tougher.
He looks high as fuck. That's not good. Your girlfriend's texting you. I'm not looking. I promise. She texts a lot. I mean, I guess I send a lot.
Yeah, we send like.
Yeah, I do the same. Yeah, where it's just like a bunch of different answers.
It's like,
yeah.
Anyway, what do you think?
He's not touching her butt, so maybe they're like kind of friends or they're siblings. Like he's gripping his fist like this, like awkwardly, like on the side.
Oh yeah.
It's like I don't really want to grab her butt, but also like you shouldn't really do. I don't know. Like I don't know if I do that. I just wouldn't take a picture like this with my girlfriend. I was gonna say, or my sister.
Let's just assume that someone came up and took the photo and he was already sitting like that.
I don't think so.
Well, either way, just what do you think? Give me a.
Their heads are touching, kind of, not fully, not like full blown. Like it's just like okay, light touch, like brush.
Yeah,
it's a brush. She's really grabbing his bicep. I think they're dating.
Siblings.
Wow, that's really red. What the hell?
There's also all misspelled. Oh, that one's not.
Okay, let me see. Don't show me. Okay. I don't want to know. This is a fun one. I'll come up with better ones. I see the topics that you have.
Okay, let's try. What's a good one? This one.
Did you pick all siblings?
No,
just to fuck with
not.
me? Okay. His hands
That would have been
awkwardly
funny. I should have done
standing
that.
there. He's like kind of barely touching her back. It's kind of like really low though. She's boobs right in his face. This is like
that was what I noticed first too.
I say dating. I don't know though, man.
Siblings.
Yeah, you picked all siblings. What the hell,
not.
bro?
I did not.
How do you know that there's? Okay. How do you know that they're not lying?
Because
let me see the source.
Instagram page.
Let me see the source material. I need the references.
Okay, here you go. Here's one. Another one.
They're really awkward. This is, of course, dating. I bet, just because. No, but look at their teeth are the same. Their noses are very similar. Eyebrows very similar. Eyes kind of similar. He's got a cool shirt on. She does too. Honestly, like, I kind of want them to be dating, you know? Like, I feel like that they look like they'd be a good couple, you know? But I feel like that's siblings. Oh, shit.
They're definitely dating.
What the hell? What the? No, that
tough.
doesn't. I hope they're probably not going to last. Or they were just like caught off
They look
guard.
very uncomfortable.
Maybe they're just like they had friends there. Like imagine if like our girlfriends were sitting next to each other and they were talking like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, kind of drunk, and we were talking across, and all of a sudden like our mom comes up and it's like, hey, take a picture, and then it's like,
that's the same vibe I got.
Yeah, it's like, oh hey ha.
Okay, here's another one. We got one more after this.
That's a face close together. There's he looks too happy to be with his sister. Dating.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Dating?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay.
Dating.
Too happy. I feel like the page probably like throws you off a little bit by doing like obvious dating, obvious siblings, but then they like every once in a while they probably like have the algorithm to like, yeah, okay, let's fuck them up a little bit here.
Okay. Here is the last photo.
Oh, touching his abs with her fingernails. Oh, I think they're siblings though from the face and nose. Face and nose, definitely
Is that your
siblings.
final answer?
Did you do 3 siblings and 3 dating? That's not.
I honestly,
cool,
I just had like 12 of these, and I just picked them at random.
She like it looks like she grabbed inside of his shirt on purpose. Like she pushed the shirt away. Like you could have easily, and he looks too happy too. Like she could have easily like kept the shirt there, or just not put her hand on his chest. But you never know in the moment. Dating.
Siblings.
Really?
Siblings.
Wow. That one siblings was like all the way red.
That's true. Yeah. What's your last topic?
Well,
is it on the same vein? It is, isn't it? I gotta fucking hope my audio doesn't suck.
Why?
It's hard with this mic setup. It's at an angle, so it's like.
I mean, mine is too. I'm doing fine. I just don't move my head.
You could just put yours right at the edge. I don't know why you don't.
Because I don't want my face to be covered.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it's fine for me. I just don't move my face, my head.
It's just I forget.
So, Justice, what's your favorite, or what do you think about empires? The concept of empires.
You got to come up with something other than medieval history.
It's so cool, man. I'm stuck in a phase. I'm very much in a phase right now of.
Can you repeat the question?
What do you think about empires? And then specifically, what do you think about
we're living in one, baby?
Yeah. Well, what do you think about the British Empire?
I mean, it's the same. All empires are the same, bro. Not to be racist, but every empire is just like, okay, well, let's get all the shit we can and then hoard it. That's basically what an empire is, right? All under one leadership. It's like, hey, we're gonna take what doesn't belong to us and then make it ours, and then when they want it back, we'll just say no. That's like how I feel about empires. It's just
yeah, definitely. I'm thinking in a different vein. Like, what do you think about like the? I mean, I agree fully.
Well, if you ask me about a specific empire, I can, try and give him a little more insight on
like, what do you think about the British Empire and how it's like
British Empire
with the whole like monarchy kind of thing?
The British Empire kind of fucked off. Like they used to have India, they used to have America, they used to have.
Well, no, it's just the whole idea of empires, like the title of an empire. Even though I think America is an empire, like is gone. So like, even though they still have monarchies and stuff in Britain, it's not like there's the parliament and it's like democracy. but they still have that as like a token. You know what I mean?
What, the empire?
Yeah. No, not the empire, the monarchies. So like the queen and stuff like that.
So you're asking what I think about the monarchy then?
Well, I just think like, what do you think about modern day British Empire, which I guess you could still call it an empire, but
I guess. I mean,
I just think it's wild.
The only land they really have. They have
it's not even. I'm not talking about lands. I'm just talking about the whole. I guess the whole idea. I mean,
that's the whole point of an empire, right? Is to conquer lands and make them like assimilate them into your own society.
Yeah, but what I meant more so is just like the idea of the British Empire. It's not
an empire if they already own it, and they have owned it for like forever.
Well, yeah. What I'm asking is, like the idea of the British Empire right now, because it's still like kind of called the British. Not really. I mean, it's.
You're just asking what I think about the UK.
Well, no. What do you think about the idea of like the king, queen, prince, stuff like that?
I don't know. I think the monarchy is like. The fuck was that? Was that our fridge?
It does that in the middle of the night. I think it's like a little bug back there or a rat.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah. It's just like.
I don't know. I mean, I think the Brits are doing something good, but I think they're going about it the wrong way. Like, I feel like they've been pretty consistent with the way they've ruled for the past. I mean, just because the Queen's been alive for like
they don't rule
decades.
They don't the monarchy. It doesn't.
Well,
she
it's
doesn't do anything.
I know, but she's like the figurehead of.
Yeah, she doesn't do anything. It's just.
I know, and that's what kind of confuses me. It's like, what's the point? It's all the parliament.
Well, anyway. There is no point. It's just that reign has been going for so long. It's
and like I don't know. I think we definitely have a flawed two-party system here. Which, I mean, they have a two-party system. He's trying to show how he's got his hoodie string stuck in his beverage. But I think, I don't know. It's hard to, like, criticize other cultures and how they rule their people or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
I'm not trying to say criticize, you know? I'm not. I'm just, what are your thoughts?
I know you're not. This is my thoughts.
Okay.
I'm saying there's no correct way to rule a nation. And I think that's like...
Well, is that a callback to Nazism?
What?
Wait. Fact checking.
You Googling Nazis? Wait, I'm confused. How do you get that link?
Oh, God. What is that?
All I'm saying is, I think there's no correct way to rule a nation where nothing will like be a giant problem. Because there's always flaws in everything. Like monarchy... like socialism, communism, capitalism. There's all like a whole fucking thing. I mean, the only thing that I think is probably not the best is like oligarchy and maybe monarchism. Because it's like, it's just kind of like nepotism at a point. Right?
Well, I think it's all bad, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I guess American politics is kind of nepotism too. Because I mean, you know, we doubled up on the Bush family. And, I think that's evidence enough for itself, but again, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know anything about politics. Okay,
so handover ceremony in 1997 marked for many the end of the empire. So 1997 is when it was done, like officially, but then they still have the...
When did they give up India? Was it that year?
No, it was, I think, a long time before that.
Because I remember that was the whole Gandhi thing, right? He was pissed about British rule.
He got
fucking shot, didn't he?
I'm not gonna say. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he got shot at like a some sort of party / ceremony.
I mean, probably. I just don't know enough facts to talk on this area.
Oh, I thought you were like loaded
with that.
Yeah.
No, I mean I don't. I know like pre 500 BCE, or no, ADE.
Man.
Yeah. No, I think it's ACE.
Who cares?
Yeah, because like saying just BC and AD apparently is like just like in scope of just
AD
religion.
Is like Anno Deus or whatever. Anno something.
Yeah, but like
of our Lord.
What you're supposed to do is like E at the end, which I forget what the
I know
meaning
BC
of that.
definitely. I don't know about ADE.
I know you put an E after both of them just so it marks it. So it's like, yeah, Christianity isn't the only thing in the whole world that's calling this
it's just like a
years.
cover. It's like a patching your tire. Like, okay, well.
It's like, it's like, yeah, okay, well, this is like the year. We do follow Christianity's years, but like.
We know about it.
Yeah, but I mean, even we follow it, it's like, that's how we do it. But yeah, it's like, we understand that other people are out there, We're inclusive.
We got new things.
We're diverse, inclusive. Not we. I can't say we. Oh, no, yeah, we, because I'm talking about not being Christian. Okay, and whatever.
Is anyone in your family religious?
Grandparents, very religious. Not my
Pittsburgh family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Not very. I mean, they don't really
Is your
go
mom
to church
religious
ever.
at all?
Nope, not at all.
Like, not even. I know she doesn't go to church or anything, but does she have any deep down like?
I mean,
maybe there's
spiritual,
something?
like me, a little bit.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
that's
like
really interesting.
Yeah, nothing. I mean, grandparents, they recently became religious just because.
Julian.
No, Pittsburgh, because.
I thought they were always religious.
I mean, kind of, but they recently got a new wind when Trump was elected, and then around the same time,
thing, yeah,
where they're like, yeah, we identify as Christians or Catholic, whatever, and we also like Trump supports our things we support, and he's whatever, so yeah. But they never went to church. Don't go to church at all.
Yeah, I feel that. I kind of have the same thing with my one of my aunts and uncles. They're like not religious. They like claim to be religious, but they don't ever go to church or anything like that. So it's like,
I mean, my grandma says that God healed her heel, because the doctor she had said that only God could heal this heel the way it did. So she took that. Yeah, let me tell you.
That reminds me of House when I was like, thank God. And he's like, you assholes, I did this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's like, well, because he didn't do anything. She just came back at one point and was like, it's fine.
Epic.
Yeah. And the doctor was like, only God could have done this.
Epic religion Royale.
Yeah. Like, you know, you were talking about how, what is it? Priests have to, or no, who is it who has to have a miracle?
Saints.
They have to have a miracle.
Like I think, let me look that up actually, because I've been meaning to look that up.
Yeah, well,
there's some sort of criteria.
Like, if you have one miracle, and like the doctor was like, yeah, this was a miracle. God did this for you. I know that for a fact. And it's like, oh, okay. And she like told me that is the reason why I should look into religion.
Okay, let me read. The person must show Christian virtues at least to an ordinary extent before and after offering their life. They must have a reputation for holiness at least after their death. They must have performed a miracle. This is a major difference from martyrdom category, which does not require a miracle.
So they have to die.
You can be a martyr, because martyrs also have like a kind of like respect in the religion, like people that die for their faith.
Is that?
But I guess saints are just that.
Die
plus,
for the faith. What does that mean?
Like people that got
like
persecuted.
Crucifying yourself.
Like like all the apostles.
So like Jesus.
Like all the apostles. Yeah, Jesus and all the apostles were martyrs because they died for what they believed in, I guess. And then a saint is just that plus having performed a miracle, I think. So, yeah. But I don't know.
I don't know. It's fascinating to me.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's just like I
think religion.
It's all stories.
Religions are very
Yeah. In my opinion, it is all just like fascinating stories, and I love the history of it.
Yeah, and that was the only part I really enjoyed about church was when they the priest gave the homily and he'd just like tell a story from like the Bible and be like, okay, that's pretty interesting.
What's a homily?
Homily is
homila.
It's like after. It's like I think like right before communion when you the bread and crackers.
So it's right before the wine and crackers.
Yeah, so you like they just tell kind of like a story like.
Was it actually wine or was it just like red
dyed it was wine,
water?
Baby.
I mean, you took
Tell
it.
you what.
So did you pass that whole thing around the entire? Or like, how does that work? Does everybody take a sip from it?
A lot of people don't like the wine, so they just do the communion.
But does everybody take a sip?
Okay, so it's like you go down to the altar, right?
Yeah.
And there's like, depending on how big the church is, you got like probably like 2 people handing out wafers, and then they can either go to the side to get wine or the blood of Christ, and then go back around to their seats. So a lot of people just went to the wafers because they don't like the taste of the wine.
Is it like shitty wine or what?
I mean, it's like, I don't know. It tastes like
I mean,
wine. It's not like red wine. It's like.
But does like the priest like give you one goblet? Is there one goblet full of wine?
Yeah, and then they take it and they like wipe it in between or whatever.
That's fucked. I wonder how much. No wonder there's so many COVID cases in some churches.
Yeah, well, they don't. Apparently, according to my parents, they don't do that anymore.
That makes sense. Like, was that pre-COVID that they didn't do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or no, pre-COVID they did it because it's just like what everyone's been doing for like hundreds of years. And then now they're just like, okay, we're going to chill on that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's not a great idea.
It's like, oh, we already have kind of a bad rep.
I think they've just been doing like blessings when they go up to for communion. But there's some people like, I remember as a kid, there's like some people that instead of like normally you go like hand over hand and they give you the communion and you take it and eat it. And then there were some people,
put it on your mouth.
Some fucking people are like,
would go,
they kneel down and they go, And then they put it on the tongue, and I'm like, that seems weird to me. I don't want to do that.
Oh, Father, bless me with your crumbs.
Yeah. But,
Crumbing me, Father.
I'm sorry, Mom. He doesn't mean that. But yeah.
I said crumb. I said crumb.
We all know what you meant. But yeah. And so it was like a whole thing. But yeah. It's honestly, sometimes I forget I grew up Catholic. It's just like an interesting thing to look back on.
You get a grip. You say get a grip, Catholics? What did you say?
Sometimes I forget I grew up Catholic.
Oh, yeah.
And then recently,
I was like, that was a change of pace.
The past, I want to say like 4 or 5 probably years, I've been going to, like, I go in for Christmas, and then we go to Christmas Mass, like on Christmas Eve. And that's like cool. Like, it's fine. It just feels weird. It's just like, it's like a whole lot of ceremony happening here, and I'm just like not really part of it anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like odd, but it's definitely entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to some
Christmas Mass. They really go hard. They're like
so happy.
They got like incense, and there's like a bunch of. We go to this one Polish church downtown Detroit. It's like super big cathedral.
Oh, that's kind of.
It's like actually.
So churches are beautiful.
Yeah, I love like,
especially the ones in Europe. Oh my God, like Westminster Abbey. That's
just anywhere where it's old.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, and I was hanging out with Matthew in Hamtramck, and he was like showing me the church he lives around the corner from. Super like cool on the inside. But I tell you what, I don't understand. One thing I really appreciate is the architecture. Like, how do people do that long ago? Like, without cranes or whatever the fuck. It's just like scaffolding, and I don't know. It's insane.
Yeah, basically being held up by itself. Like, especially the arches. I forget what that's called, the famous arch.
The keystone and like all the
Well, it's just supporting. You put the stones in so it's perfectly there's a
special
special word for it.
And it just holds itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always found that stuff crazy, which...
I mean, that's what I love. That's what I've been reading about. That's why I asked all these questions, because it's just so fascinating. Like, especially like, is it Neolithic? Yeah, Neolithic period, like the early humans, like during the Stone Age and stuff like that. Like, I was learning about Stonehenge and like stuff that they did there, and it's like, wow, that's just like they carried like 50-ton rocks.
Same with the pyramids.
100 miles.
Yeah.
How? But this is Neolithic period.
Yeah.
This is like, I think 5,000, 6,000 years ago.
I mean, it's got to just be a lot of fucking people, right?
And the wheels weren't invented yet for them.
I mean, they just had like 60 dudes carrying a rock or some shit like that.
50 tons.
Yeah.
50 tons. So they probably did the thing where you put the logs under it and pushed it. But it's like, what the like, and this went on for like hundreds of years. Apparently, like the building of Stonehenge.
Have you ever been there?
Stonehenge, no. I was
apparently
in London.
It's a giant letdown.
I mean, it's just it's big rocks.
It's like, the thing is, I heard that it's like all the documentaries or whatever, and it's like showing with the big green fields in the background, and like every picture you look of like Stonehenge, it's like, oh, Stonehenge, and like giant rolling green fields. And then apparently like 40 feet, and probably not, like 400 feet behind it is just like a freeway.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, when they were trying to build a parking lot.
I didn't know that. I was like, oh, I thought it was just the middle of fucking nowhere.
Oh, no, definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've never watched documentaries about it, so in my head, it's like, it's like any basic like natural
you look at
thing.
Pictures of it.
Yeah,
it's just like, wow, this looks so beautiful. It's like, oh, look, there's the freeway.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely take it opposite freeway. But like they were building a parking lot for it, and then they were like, oh my God, this is like a different Stonehenge. This is that when we're building the parking lot, we are finding stones and old holes that another henge was being built or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, holy shit, we had no idea. We're just destroying this area. So then they went and archaeological
somewhere else.
Yeah, probably like 50 feet to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also they built a massive, and they didn't have pickaxes, they didn't have tools. The thing they used is like deer antler pickaxes. Like they put a deer antler. What?
Like that guy on TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. No, seriously. Like that's Neolithic period. Yeah. It's insane. Like they didn't have tools. They didn't know how that worked. Like, I think it's fascinating. I've been reading a lot about it.
Yeah. What years were the Neolithic period, do you know?
It was like 10,000 BCE to 5,000 BCE or 4,500 BCE. I think 4,500 BCE for sure is when it ended.
Okay, yeah.
So that's like 6,000 years ago.
Math is hard. I get what you're trying to say, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, and like the Middle East and stuff in Africa was ahead of Europe. At that point, like they were already kind of out of the Neolithic period and went into the what's it, Bronze Age or something, where they started making tools.
Well, they had the Copper Age and then they had the Bronze Age.
So Copper Age, I guess.
Could be.
Yeah, whatever was first. Whatever was first. But like Neolithic period, the Stone Age, which is what they were in Europe at that time. Yeah, was like they were a few hundred years behind, and that's when they made the Stonehenge. I think it's so fascinating. I think it's so.
I think old civilizations are very interesting, especially because we don't know that much about them.
Yeah,
and it makes me wonder about the future, like how much. I mean, we have so much information now. It's hard to imagine that people wouldn't know, but I mean,
we're in the information age.
Yeah, exactly, and it's like, have you seen that thing where it's like people are designing like signage and stuff for tens of thousands of years from now for like nuclear waste disposal? Yeah. It's like, don't fucking go here because there's a bunch of radioactive waste, and they're like, I think it's cool. Like, there's a whole architecture movement around that.
Just a whole design, like, okay, how do we make this last?
And I'll
for
throw some of them up on the screen, but it's like a bunch of people coming up with really interesting ways of like telling people not to go.
Same with like the Voyager record, where it's like, okay, if these people don't know how to speak English, don't know what communication is.
That one's especially interesting. Yeah. It's like, well, if they're that smart, they'll know what a hydrogen atom is.
Yeah, and it was all based on the hydrogen atom. Yeah, it's so fascinating. And it's like making a map when the beacons are the different solar systems, and they're like, okay, like this beacon based on the hydrogen atom is where we are, so find where we are. Like, it's so fascinating.
It is.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
It's fucking amazing. It's incredible that we've come this far.
And who knows what happens?
Who knows where we'll go?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have said that the innovation age is kind of dying. Like that, what we're doing now is just based on old things. Yeah. So like everything that's being made now, like all the new innovations, such as like the tech startups and stuff, are based on old innovations. Yeah. Like, okay, we have this.
Because you can't redo some stuff. Like some stuff with all the information we have now, it's like you're not going to be able to be like, oh, this was forgotten, and then we remember it and we turn it into this. Yeah. Because like now it's like, okay, well, everybody we'll just keep building on this every single day.
And it's like a lot of people have said too, in like the tech startup world in general, is like it's really
getting narrow.
It's it's already narrowed, so it's like people are like, okay, we're going to make this company, and we're just hoping to be bought out by these tech companies. So we're making it for the platforms that are already existing.
I don't know if you ever had this thought in high school or whatever, but like I wanted to make like an app or something when I was in high school. So I was like, yeah, I can make an app and like get rich and like find some cool new way to do things. But it's like every idea is already taken, and that was 5 years ago. And now it's like,
and now ideas are still being made.
A single damn idea that hasn't been taken.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, but then somebody does, and then they're bought out by the tech giants,
and someone
the tech
has like a
own them.
light bulb, and it's like, okay, well, I filled that company. Gap. Yeah.
So who knows what's going to come? I mean, that's the point of innovation, disruption, is like something new comes. But like a lot of people are saying, like we have kind of exhausted.
I think science needs to go further before we can.
Exactly. Yeah, we've exhausted the current human capability of understanding like what we could do. Yeah, which is fascinating.
So like. I don't know. You got anything?
You were about to say something.
No, I wasn't. I was just starting and then hoping that I could.
What were you saying before that? You said so like.
Bottom half hurts so much.
What? Oh.
My hip didn't hurt, and then I started moving my leg like this. That hurts a lot.
This is kosher, bro.
Is it?
Yeah. And it has infinite flavor.
I didn't know you were Jewish.
Not Jewish. I'm not Jewish.
He is. I'll let him fool you.
No.
His yarmulke's in the wash.
Can't. No. Oh wow, only 2 of these. Okay, this is basically gone. But I mean, I guess I haven't eaten today. Well, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, I only had 1 meal. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, me too. I had the eggs and bakey wiki wiki.
Chorizo. Dude, gas. You can have the rest of that if you want. It's like I'm not gonna be able to eat it by tomorrow.
I made the bacon and then put all the eggs in the egg bacon fat, and then like let all the fat soak into the eggs, even though that's probably not healthy at all. But it was so good. It was so fatty, but it was so good.
I've been slacking on breakfast food. I just like eat the same thing every morning.
I just don't eat much.
But I did it Mexican style this morning.
Good. Did you put it in a tortilla?
Yep, I sure did.
Nice. Good.
I'm getting back down to my roots.
Yep. I just can't believe that. I feel like that's so, even with the camera on, like it's so hard to look at him. What? Look at him. Is he?
I'll show you my fucking.
No, I know.
I'll get it goddamn ancestry.com.
Yeah, I bet.
Actually, I don't want to give my information to them because then my health insurance premiums will go up.
Why is that?
Because I might have some underlying disease. You know
why? Oh, ancestry. Okay. No, that's just. I don't know if it was. It might be 21andMe. 23andMe, whatever.
Still,
the one
if
that
one
was the
can
one.
do it, the other ones can do it.
Well, no, they like made it illegal to do that. There was
Did
like a
they?
whole court case. Yeah.
Oh, well then you should have graded my project last semester as a failure because that was like our whole point.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't let myself grade. I actually told Ruth. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
I thought they made
these
that
are
illegal.
like some of the risks of.
Oh, then never mind. I could be wrong.
I mean, fuck if I know.
I thought,
I did all the writing. I just didn't do like people gave me articles and I was like, okay, I'll write this whole thing because no one else is gonna write it. And then Yogi's, English illiterate, so I was like, okay, I'll fucking hook you up, bro. Shout out Yogi.
Oh man, I have to write so many essays in the next week before I leave.
That's okay, buddy.
Oh man, that's bad. That's screwy. I started the drafts of both of them, so.
Can I get a hit of that crack? Can I really? I want to trade you some for this because I feel bad taking it.
I don't want any.
Do you not
I bought that because I want it.
I know.
I would have bought other things. I bought this because I want it.
Well, this is like, I don't know.
What are you trying to say?
This is like in your expense report every month.
Well, yeah. I mean, but I buy other things if I want them. If you had something I wanted, I would buy it myself.
Well, I feel like you'd never buy any kind of whiskey, even though I feel like
I don't
kind of
really
like whiskey.
I like it, but it's not enough for me to pay for it. Like I'd rather buy a nice tequila. Yeah.
Like you'd buy this because you want to pay for this, but this is like it's a bonus. You get it for free when you.
Yeah, but like I don't
it's
want.
It's like a credit card reward system.
Can you make me a whatchamacallit, old fashioned?
Of course I can.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that then. Do we have any oranges? No.
No, unfortunately, I should have bought some at Target.
No, it's fine.
Do they have oranges? Probably,
yeah. They have everything. Not everything. They have like a middle tier of good stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Man, I think that sign is probably the best one we've had, almost.
I think I disagree fully, but that's all right as long as you think.
What do you think was the best one we had?
I don't know. I mean, that's just not modern,
It's a classic.
It is a classic, but it's not. Also, if this is going to be in the podcast for audio listeners, it's the sign that we have next to us. You can change the letters. Like it's one of those letter signs. And we've been doing like a different one almost every week, probably bi-weekly now. And the one right now is the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell because we ran out of an H.
Yeah, we didn't have an H, so we just said the cell.
The cell. And I think it's okay. Like last week was.
What was last week's? It was
$19 Fortnite card.
That was like the
Who wants it? That was a pest. We've been busy, One before that was Uzi, right? Wasn't that what that?
Uzi.
Not again. Before that,
it's all just TikTok related. I feel like this is a nice change up from that, though.
Yeah, but like
we get our
TikTok is the powerhouse of the cell,
Powerhouse of the social cell.
The social cell.
The social cell. Yeah.
It creates the social imaginaries.
It does. It does. And we got to give it to him for that.
It does. For now, we'll see what's next. I mean, talking about innovations,
Innovation.
That's what we were talking about when we left off is innovations, like the future of innovations.
Yeah.
Like TikTok is just Vine rebranded.
What do you think is going to come after TikTok? What do you think the name is going to be?
I mean, the only reason Vine stopped, right, is because they got a payout and then Twitter stopped
Twitter
them.
bought it and then they were like, fuck this, we're chopping it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And to okay.
Yeah. I actually don't know how Vine was doing before they sold it.
Probably pretty well. I mean,
I would imagine they sold it on a downtick because you don't have a booming business and then just immediately sell it.
Yeah, Instagram to Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, and Facebook also like.
But they took a slight downturn. They were like.
Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram was like.
How do you know this?
Facebook
what is the? I mean, I think it's going down right now.
Just from my personal experience, like. Fucking Instagram was like its own thing.
Well, your personal
and then
experience,
I stopped
you
using
have the
it.
Data.
Like
Where's the hard
months,
data, bro?
I don't know. I'm just talking personal experience. Like 2 months before, or like 2 months after I stopped caring about Instagram, Facebook bought it.
Interesting.
Maybe they just know. I mean, Facebook is like. They in our ceiling, like listening to us talk right now.
Yeah, Amazon's in our microwave.
Oh god, we got a Jeff Bezos. Did we talk about that?
No, we didn't. We have a Jeff Bezos
we
microwave.
Have an Amazon microwave.
Yeah, it connects to the Wi-Fi. It corrected the date.
Is it connected to Wi-Fi right now?
I don't know, but it corrected it automatically. You know how like the daylight savings? It immediately corrected. I didn't have to change it. That's crazy.
God damn it, Jeff Bezos.
I know. But like Facebook probably made it so Instagram wasn't good for a little while so they could buy it. Because in like the 2020 congressional hearings towards like big tech platforms, they were like, so did you or did you not tell the founder of Instagram that you were going to create a different version and make it so all of Instagram's followers were not able to see Instagram anymore.
You know, this is kind of separate, but you know how everyone's always like making fun of the Zuck because he's like
yeah.
Remember the surfing picture? That was funny.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's just him. Like that was just.
Yeah, I know. I just feel, I don't know. I don't want to say I feel bad because.
I mean, he's just a bad person in my opinion. I mean, have you seen The Social Network?
But I think no, I have not actually.
Oh, you gotta watch that. It'll change your opinion because I thought it was really cool.
Watch it.
And it's just like it's a pretty good movie too. But he's just like he screws over. Like apparently there were messages with the founder of Instagram. This is just something that I heard this morning in class.
Yeah.
Where he was like, basically like I if you don't sell me the company, I am going to destroy your company, and it's going to be nothing. Yeah. He didn't say that exactly, but it was like, yeah, I'm creating my own version of you, and I'll make it so advertisers.
Mark Zuckerberg, if you want to
sponsor us, please do it. Yeah.
I mean, don't sponsor us because then we'll be too high profile, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to say it under the mainstream.
But shoot us some money on the down low. Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, but
Bitcoin's
like
at 51.
It's been down. It's because options are selling Friday.
Yesterday. She's like, I kind of want to get into it, and I was like,
yeah, options.
Now's the fucking time.
Options are expiring on Friday.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but I know that options are expiring on Friday. Which, of course. And it's $6 billion worth of options, which I think is people trying to bet on the price. Like, hey, this is what it's going to be at this time. So on Friday, a lot of people have bet like $6 billion worth that, hey, and on Friday it's going to be below or above or whatever this certain price.
A little over under action.
Yeah. So people who like, there are probably whales, or so people who own a lot are going to be like,
I hate whales.
Yeah, me too. They're the ones. Whales. They're the one. Nope. Well, Bitcoin whales, yeah. They're the ones who can be like, they're like, okay, I'm going to put like $2 billion down to say it's below 50K, and then I'm going to sell half of my Bitcoin stack, and I'm going to make quadruple that, and then buy back in again right before it shoots up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if
I wish I had that kind of accessibility.
Yeah. It used to be really bad, but now that a lot more people are in it, it's not as bad. But it used to be like, holy fuck, it just went up 50% because of one person.
Yeah. Who cares about fucking Bitcoin? It's what everyone's talking about. It's just like, hey, Bitcoin. It's part of our society now.
It's kind of cool.
It is cool.
I've been with it.
It's cool because I'm making money.
Yeah, I've been with it.
That's why it's cool. This has been SleepyTime Podcast.
This is SleepyTime for Thursday.
Don't date it. We're current. We come out the day.
Comes
out the day that we.
I was about to give it the day.
Okay, wait. I'll just cut it. What do you say?
So this is SleepyTime Podcast for Thursday, April 1st. It's April Fool's Day today, actually.
No. Everything we just said, not reliable because it's April Fool's Day. We're just tricking you.
Yeah, we're tricking. We're tripping.
Nope. Our girlfriends think we're having an affair with each other.
That is very true. I mean, cameras. Don't they know that? Already, everybody knows that. So, thank you for listening. It's been a wonderful time. I can't wait to watch the video version of this.
It's going to be horrible.
I mean, it's just going to be us talking.
Yeah. Have I been in frame the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
You can see yourself.
The frame
right
rate's so...
It's because it's streaming.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Thanks for... You don't get to say goodbye. I'm the editor. I get to... Anyway, guys, thanks for coming on this week. We appreciate it. You guys are such loyal fans. I want you to follow us on Instagram at SleepyTime Podcast and on Twitter at SleepyTime Pod. Please let us know if you like peeing sitting down or standing up. We really appreciate it. We'll catch you next week, next Friday at noon. Peace.